Hello, everybody. So we don't usually do a whole lot of product reviews or anything like that around here, but I just had a terrible experience that I wanted to share with you, and so maybe some of the other dads out there who are buying guns for their children might take a look at this before they make this purchase. So my son, who's an avid hunter, he got his first turkey this year, and he's been got his first ducks this year. He has a semi-automatic 20 gauge that he shoots. He shoots at 410, and transitioning him to next year, I was looking to put him on some deer. So we killed a couple deer this year. He was with me, and for his birthday, I bought him a 243. Now the youth 243s, they're just not in stock anywhere. So I wasn't able to look at any of the rifles before I bought them. I went on, read reviews, different things about different rifles, and I settled on Mossberg, the Mossberg Bantam, Patriot Bantam, because of one, it was a little bit more than some of the other guns, but I like the weight of the gun. I like the barrel design. I've owned a Mossberg 500A for as long as I can remember. And so, my experiences with Mossberg has always been good. So, a couple things to note is the rifle was not on paper when it came in. And so it comes with a mounted scope, which is not a big deal, right? So at 50 yards, couldn't hit paper, tracked where the bullet hit, moved it over, got on paper the second shot, and then slowly moved it up to where we had it. I put it 2 inches high at 50, which is just my preference. But anyway, after the third shot on the rifle, my son was gearing up for the fourth shot. And I just, as I was watching, him go through the motions and making sure he's doing everything safely, I realized that the trigger guard was broken. And so I don't know how well you can see this, but you'll see right here, the trigger guard is broken. See that piece missing out of there? Now, that is not necessarily the end of the world. And we were shooting on a platform, so at a shooting range. We never dropped the gun or anything, and I don't really know how the gun got broken, but that's really irrelevant. What we were doing was the normal shooting of a weapon, right? We weren't running and jumping through the woods. We weren't. The gun wasn't dropped. Excuse me. The rifle wasn't dropped. It was just the normal things that we were doing that caused this to break. So when I first saw it, my wife actually pointed out to me, and she, and I looked over and I saw it, and I didn't let my son know because I didn't want to disappoint him. It was his birthday. It was actually his birthday. And we'd given him the gun about 2 hours before that, and now we're out there shooting it. And he had the day off from school because it was a snow day in Florida. And so I really didn't want him to know about it. So when he sees this video, this will probably be the first time he notices this. So when I went to look at the rifle, I realized that this trigger guard is made into the stock. It's all one piece. So this trigger guard cannot be replaced. And I get it, guys. Maybe I should have known this, but I didn't. I had never seen a real rifle, a rifle capable of killing deer that was really so cheaply made as far as the trigger guard went. And so I reached out to Mossberg and asked them about it, and they said, ship them the entire rifle. So I'd ship it from an FFL dealer to them. They would look at it, and if they determined that it was, if they determined that it was manufacturer's defect, they would replace it and send it back to an FFL dealer, and then I could go there and pick it up. If they determined that it wasn't manufacturer defect, and it was, mishandled or abused, then I would be responsible for buying a new stock. So I complained. I wasn't happy about that. And then their last offer was to just mail the stock to them. And when I just didn't think that was right. It's their policy, right? Mossberg has the right to create any policy they want, and they've done that. So my complaint is, of course, that it's buyer beware. So I'm not really complaining because Mossberg has created the product that they want, and it's of course it's we get to do as purchasers. We get to make decisions too, and so I would say that I would never buy another Mossberg product just solely because of the quality of this rifle. I would actually think that a youth gun should probably be a little more durable than an adult gun, because the chances of a youth, a 9-10-year-old, knocking the gun over, dropping it, things like that, are higher than I think a seasoned hunter. So I'm confused and saddened that Mossberg decided to make this, but it is what it is. I want to share that with you. I guess what I'm going to do is take some JB Weld, patch this, and then paint it black. And that's where I am. I've seen some pretty nice wooden stocks, aftermarket stocks out there, in the range of $200 or $300, and I think maybe I might go that route a little bit later on. But right now, to get him in the end of deer season, I'll just replace this. I'll just put some JB Weld here. Well, look, guys, thanks everybody for. And I also I want, of course, I checked it, but I didn't show you the weapon is upgraded. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.